Hey everyone, it's LaShawn McCrary, speaker, life coach, and author of I Am Not an Option, A Woman's Guide to Self-Love and Relationships. The other day, I got this really great idea, and that idea was to do 14 days to self-love. Now, we all know that Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so there are a lot of women that are feeling some sort of way right now simply because they're single, or maybe they're in a relationship and they're not really that happy with the way their relationship is going. So I felt that it was really important because my message for women is about us loving ourselves no matter what. Whether there's a man in your life, a man on his way out of your life, or maybe there's one coming into your life. Whatever the situation is, I just want to make sure that we as women love, accept, and empower our authentic selves no matter what. So, my first message for day one on our process to self love and making sure that we are loving ourselves every moment of every day of our lives is about being in our own skin. When it comes to loving ourselves, we really need to get to a place where we're just comfortable being in our own space. No man, no child, no mother. You don't need your girls. You don't need anybody else but yourself. And this is that healthy space when we get to sit back and think about the things that we want to think about. We can reflect over our lives and, do whatever thinking that we choose to do, but we're doing so because that's what we want to do. And we can allow ourselves to kick back and really embrace fully all of who we are. So if you want to be goofy, be goofy. If you want to be funny. Whatever it is that you choose to be in your space, but being comfortable enough to be in your own skin at all times. Because if you're not comfortable enough to do that when you're by yourself, if you can't really sit back and say, kind of have a woo-saw type of moment when you're by yourself, well, how are you ever going to really love yourself and accept yourself when you're in the presence of other people? It's pretty much impossible. So learning to love ourselves in our skin, knowing what you like, what you don't like, what works for you, what makes you smile, what makes you angry, what makes you sad, what makes you really feel, what are you passionate about? It's knowing all those things and being comfortable enough to support your own thoughts, even if they go against the status quo. It's about being in that space where you're 100%, not 50, not 10, not 20, but 100% comfortable being you. And once you get that down, this first portion for day one of just being comfortable in your own skin, everything in your life begins to change. And over the next 14 days, I'll share some other tips with you on how to get more comfortable being in your own skin. But it really does start with just accepting you as you are, whatever you look like. And if you don't like the way you look, well, there are some things that you can do to change that. Come on, look at the cosmetic industry. You can cut and trim and color and dye. There's a whole lot of things that you can do. But guess what? If you really don't like who you are on the inside, none of those things are really going to matter. You may get a couple more glances from men. You'll get a little bit more attention, maybe. But even so, isn't it more important for you to just really like who you are at your core? To enjoy being by yourself, maybe taking yourself out to dinner, taking yourself to a movie, just really enjoying yourself because you deserve to be enjoyed, because you deserve to be loved, and because you, more than anyone else, deserves your love. So I hope that this message has touched your heart. I hope that this message has made you think a little bit more. Because yes, Valentine's Day is coming up. And even if you are going to be single on that day, do your best not to feel alone, because you are always in the presence of yourself. So love yourself. Give yourself everything that you need just to simply be 100% completely, unconditionally in love with you. That's all for today. So, from my heart to yours, mwah, have a fabulous day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.